Today I want to tell you a story, an old-fashioned telling story, with no flash computer graphics or AI-generated characters and voices. Just me telling you a story. I'm doing this for a good reason. We live in an overly complex world. Everything we do, or try to do, is overcomplicated, and my simple story will explain why. My story starts with Archimedes. As a kid, you probably heard the story of Archimedes jumping out of the bath, running down the street stark naked, shouting, "Eureka!" which is ancient Greek for "I have found it." This is a good fun story for kids. But what is the real story? The king of Greece, at the time, had a new golden crown made. And as kings are constantly worried that their serfs are trying to cheat them out of their wealth, he thought his goldsmith might be trying to pull one over on him by diluting the gold with a cheaper metal. So he asked Archimedes, who had a reputation for being a bit of a smart cookie, to take his crown out without damaging it. That was the sting in the tail. If he had been allowed to take a sample, he could have sent it to the era's mass spectrometer company for analysis. But the rule was not to damage the crown. But the simple experiment of weighing the crown in air and then in water showed that the crown was indeed diluted with a cheaper metal. The king was no doubt not happy, and his goldsmith learnt that life is a lot more pleasant if your head is attached to your body. Good on you, Archimedes. So simple, so effective. So why is modern life so complicated? You go to buy anything these days, even a simple bottle opener, and there are over a dozen different models to choose from, so you walk out of the shop and buy one from the local market at half the price. But woe betide you if it has a bit of electronics involved. So many options and linked to the cloud, which is not a cloud at all, but a data center run by some mega corporation. You may play with these options for a bit, but you soon settle on a few basic options that are actually useful, and the rest you never use. So why is life so complicated? It might sound a bit silly at first, but modern production is so efficient that we are producing more than we need. Unbelievable, but true. So much of our economy is focused on selling stuff to people who have money and can be persuaded to want something they don't really need. The boom in AI and the massive data centers is focused on getting people to buy more stuff. And it works. But is it good? Now, if you go shopping and your smartphone rings, relaying a message from the fridge that you're low on milk, this has some value and doesn't raise my hackles. But there's something that really gets me steamed up: the modern food system. We all need to eat. It is not an option, and we expect that our modern food system will keep us fit and healthy. There's an abundance of food, all developed to be convenient and taste good, even addictive, but it is deficient in what keeps us healthy. It is low in essential minerals, but above all, it is low in the microbes that regulate our bodies. This deficiency in beneficial microbes and the lack of an effective regulation system is at the core of the modern epidemic of chronic diseases. This is easily fixed, and that is the problem. We live in a world that craves complex solutions and discards simple solutions because they are simple and cheap. It is the old engineering joke: why use one bolt when 12 will do? Look how simple it is to breed these beneficial microbes. All you need is a worm farm kit. Use the bottom layer to breed the worms, other soil-dwelling creatures, and particularly the beneficial microbes that form our gut biome and regulate appetite. The top layer is used to grow plants. Eat the plants, now teeming with beneficial microbes, and they go straight into our gut, where they manufacture hormones that say, "Stop eating when you are full." Why do something so simple and inexpensive when you can pay a fortune for synthetic hormones? Is our modern love of complexity and profits. Here's a worm farm with the lower and upper layers, and another box a bit later on with plants ready to eat? Why do we love the complex when the simple solutions work better? Maybe at 86, I'm getting too old for the modern world, but I'm still fit and healthy, so maybe I will stick to the simple that works and leave the complicated and unreliable to the young. It is a life choice. Live a long and healthy life, enjoying the simple things that work, or burn yourself into an early grave, craving the latest, greatest, and most complicated. If you use the simple that works, go to my website, gbiota.com.